gentlemen, and gamers of all ages. This is Lightbreaker Zeta of Hyper Razor Studios. Yeah, sorry for the lack of activity lately. Things have gotten really busy at my work, and of course at my school. But of course, I'm not going to bore you guys with the details. Today, I'm just giving off a little stream of a showcase, as my title suggests, of some characters I created in this game, SoulCalibur 6. But before we actually get into that, I do have an announcement regarding my Journey Through the Darkness stream series. I've been looking over the last 2 episodes that I've done, which of course was featuring Dark Souls 3. And to be quite honest, I wasn't very satisfied with it. I mean, it's not because of the deaths, which are all, of course, my fault. I mean, let's get that straight right there. I mean, it was my first time trying to play the game, and so with a heavy heart, I guess I should say, try and start from scratch with my Journey from the Darkness series. No longer featuring Dark Souls 3. But don't be too upset. Dark Souls 3 content will be present in my channel. It'll most likely be with me going up against the bosses and whatnot. So don't worry. You'll at least get to see me try and fail a few times trying to beat the difficult bosses within the game. Just without the boring trip from my last bonfire back to the boss itself. Now, as for my reboot of my Journey Through the Darkness, I'll be featuring another game which caught my eye not too long ago. And even though on a graphic set, in a sense of graphics, excuse me, it will be a bit of a step down compared to Dark Souls 3, but let's just say that for the kind of game I'm playing, it's meant to be this way. As for what the game will be, it will be a surprise for tomorrow. For tomorrow, the day or the night of Halloween, I will be presenting episode 1 of my brand new Journey Through the Darkness, featuring the new game of my choice. Alright, so now that I got that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at what I've been making. And yes, I've been looking at character creation videos on YouTube lately, so I've seen quite a few impressive ones. So here we are. These are some of my creations. I kind of just made up on the whim. A couple of them are I guess you could say my persona, Lightbreaker. Well, I didn't have enough room for Zeta, unfortunately, so that was the best I can do. But let's start from the beginning. First, we have Raleigh. Here we have Raleigh, basically my more generic choice. Of course, race of human, with the style of Raphael. I basically created him with the thought of making a gentleman swordsman, as it were, or maybe more like gentleman fencer. That kind of makes a little more sense. Yeah, these are characters I just... Now, of course, he is basically one of the characters I just created on a whim and will most likely be my computer sparring partner, you could say. In fact, most of these characters I made are, in fact, going to be my sparring partners, more or less. Next, we have, of course, one of my first personas, with the style of my main man, Zasalamel, Lightbreaker. I mean, what can I say? I kind of have a liking for scythe wielders. In fact, let's take a look at a mock battle. Now, of course, I kind of just started myself, so I haven't quite mastered everything about the game, at least not yet. So here we go. I mean, I guess compared to what I've seen on YouTube, pretty simple here. Pretty simple here and there. In fact, let's see. Combat listings. No. All right. Ah, here we go. Free, computer, normal, standard. Okay. So.
This will end it.
Maybe we should turn off the button reflex when I do this.
This will end it.
Alright, so there we go. That's just a bit of my gameplay with my main style, I'll just put it. Okay. Next up, we have another character that I made on a whim, but the style was actually pretty interesting. So I decided I may wind up picking up this style for a bit too. The character though, well, now the name I didn't come up with. I'll admit that. For now, her name is Harmony, and she has Oswell's style, which is one of the new characters of this game. I decided to make her the lost one, the more devilish Lost Souls race, with of course the coloring and with excuse me. There we go. With basically the malicious imp as her speech pattern, with a mid-level malfested voice. Yeah, I mean, compared to what I've seen on YouTube, these are pretty basic ideas. I'll be editing them every now and then whenever I have the chance. Next, we have Dimitri. Yeah, another character I made, but the name was not of my making. Now, this interesting fellow was created. Jeez, I cannot speak for some reason. He was created using the malfested race. Well, yeah, the malfested race. And yes, as you can see, yes, he does have a third eye. It's actually one of the stickers, in case you're wondering. I kind of surprised myself when I tried to pull this off. Not bad. Although I might want to twist up the angle for the third eye thing. In fact, let me do that right now. Let's see. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Just get a good look here. Okay. Did I do it before? Okay. Yeah, I guess it has been a bit, so let's see if I can fix it. Whoa, jeez, that's too big. Alright, come on. A little smaller. There we go. Alright. Still seems too big. Let me go back to rotation again. Shrink it down. Yes, sorry about this. I just happened to think it would be a little better if it was more vertical. Oh, I guess I did have it like that before. Sorry. In that case, so I had it before, huh? Alright. And continue without saving. So yeah, the eye is fine, I guess. But yeah, there you go. Just have to use the eye sticker in case you want to put multiple eyes on your character. I'm sure some of you are getting ideas from this. Alright, so next we have Clockwork, which, yes, I actually did give this one a name. One of the other new races that you can actually choose in character creation. An automaton. As you can see, of course, as you can see, they have this rather pale complexion because they're mechanical. Yes, I know, pretty obvious, right? Now here's my first lizard man I created, called Rampage. Style of Astaroth, so of course the name would make sense. Didn't do too much, didn't do too much with this guy. I pretty much gave him green scales, a bit of gray in there. And if we were to take a closer look at his face, you can see that I also made his eye red. Not too bad, huh? I'll be doing more with this guy as I go along. Next, we have a hidden village clan race known as Giovanna. Did not give her the name, so I pretty much made her a, well, pretty basic look, if you ask me. I may do a little more customization. I'll keep the name, of course. Now here's another character. Here's another automaton character I created, Dollface. Now, in case there is supposed to be a character known as Dollface before, the name was, I did not intend to take any names. It's just something that popped in my head at the moment. So I gave her the style of Tira. And just between you guys and me, if I do decide to take up fighting as Tira or use her style, I'm certainly not taking this character out on the net. The reason why being is because you can't really put any other choices of undergarments on these automaton characters. Yeah, I think you guys can figure out the rest from what I mean by that. All right, next I have my first Colossus character, Achilles. Hopefully I spelled the name right. Let me know if I have or not. Another standard build. Just went by something that popped in my head. Gave him the style of Siegfried, because, well, why not? Sword seems like a nice choice. Although I may give him something else later on. I'm not sure yet. But this seems pretty good for the moment. Next up, I have Yvonne, given the style of Ivy, and is a female mummy. That's right. You can even make your own mummies in this game. How crazy is that, huh? So yeah, another bit of random stuff. Now, of course, I did put down a rather interesting pattern for her robe, and I'm actually rather proud of what I did there. So in case you're wondering what I used for that, here's what I used for the main part of the dress. Eastern pattern 12, and for the second part of her robe-like dress, Eastern pattern 13. I even messed around with the angle of it a little bit to give it that rather unique touch. And of course, last two, I should say. I guess if I'm counting my second Lightbreaker persona, this one with the Aswell style. Let's see. I did say I was going to try and pick up Aswell's style. But anyway, next we have Vienna, with the style of Nightmare, and is a female shapeshifter. So here we are with her, and if I remember correctly, I did give her something like that. Oh wait, here we go. I did give her something. Okay, so yeah, these shapeshifters can have undergarments, unlike the automatons, which I still find rather weird, but okay. Now, if we were to take a closer look at her face, I did give her a rather interesting pattern to give her something rather interesting to look at. A kind of facial makeup, as it were. Face paint number 66. I do plan on customizing this one some more. Let's see. Nope, can't do anything about the skin color, unfortunately. Oh wait, that's stickers, never mind. For a character like this, in fact, give me a moment, I may just go ahead and give her something a little different for her sword. Give her Claymore, Balmum, Steel Paddle. Let's give her the Chrome Blade. Yeah, that seems a little better, a little closer to what she has. And I'll just go ahead and make her soul charge effect evil, because why not? All right, so there we have it. So we continue, and of course, as a quick peek, my persona with Aswell's style. As for the weapon, I went with Eternity and sorry, if I haven't seen the word before, I might have a little trouble pronouncing it, so hopefully I don't butcher it. But yes, the effect is Eternity and Ephemerality. Ephemerality? That sounds about right. So yeah, there we go. I do have other ideas, and thankfully, 88 slots left at my disposal. So there we are. Thought I'd give you my little look at some of my creations thus far. I'll be coming back to them every now and then to maybe do some adjustments, maybe fix up their look a little more, and I may do an updated showcase. So we'll see it. So there you have it. I'm sure most of you have more creative ideas, I mean, I myself was just starting, so I may come up with something a little more impressive compared to what I have thus far. But I hope you enjoyed what you saw. So this is it for my showcase. This has been Lightbreaker Zeta of Hyperrazor Studios, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow on Halloween night. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Halloween night it is. With my reboot, with my first episode reboot of A Journey Through the Darkness. See you guys then.